Okay, well, my mic was muted the whole time. But, at least that was only for, like, probably 20 seconds of the stream. So, we beat the Broncos last time. I don't think we did perfectly, but Aiden Hutchinson had his 4 sacks. What is going on with my phone? It's just slow. Okay, so this will be Greg Grove's second game, along with everyone else who's a rookie, undrafted or otherwise. We play the Dolphins, who are the team that beat us in the AFC Championship a couple years back. So our first 2 games are very impersonal. So I actually like that. They started the season off right, even though first 5 games none of them are rival or division rivals. It's kind of weird, but other than that, they did well. The Dolphins absolutely obliterated whoever they played last week. They played the Eagles. Never mind, they didn't dominate. They just... Actually, it was a fourth quarter comeback. And they just outscored them. Tua was very effective. A-Chain, just a ton of rushing touchdowns. Hill had a lot of yards. They just played in a really efficient offensive game. 2 sacks, only 1 tackle for loss, 3 picks. 1 by a defensive tackle. Oh no, I'm tripping. But yeah, I don't know how we're going to outdo that, but hopefully they play a worse game. Because if they play how they played last week, we're not winning. We'll take a look at their roster real quick. Okay, so Miami played them before. They still got Tua, getting up there in age, but still very, very capable. They got A-Chain, who's progressed pretty well. Jalen right behind him. Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, and now Timmy Ferguson. Tyreek's old, but he has not regressed too heavily. Rookie tight end Nick Presley. Behind him is the vet Hunter Henry. Patrick Paul, Kevin Lowe. So this is a very decent offensive line that has a lot of potential, but just isn't really, especially on the left side, but isn't actually fleshed out yet. So right now it's not strong. Defensive line, maybe the weakest part of this team. They've got a good defensive tackle, but don't got a good guy behind them, and both of their ends aren't anything special. At linebacker, it's stronger. Jalen Phillips, the young DeAndre Little at middle linebacker, and Chop Robinson on the other side. Ramsey, and then Forbes and Fulton at defensive back, and for safety, Javon Holland and Deontay Nails. Beatable team, but we're without Russell. It's not going to be easy. We're also without Tevin Jenkins now. They seem pretty much good besides one injury. Okay, so we're not going to really focus on college players yet. Instead, we'll go right on to this press conference. Next question. Coach, how do you feel about the result in your season opener? Very happy with how the players battled. Yeah, battle more than played. Because we battled, but we didn't play especially well. Definitely defense here. Defense played really well for us. Which players got the game? Listen, we're not going to play around. We know exactly who got the game ball. But do we really want... Let's do linebackers, because hold on. Um, why would I want any overall boost for Aiden Hutchinson? Like, I know he technically deserved the game ball, but why would I give that to him? He doesn't need it. So instead I just said linebackers who also had a decent game and got some boosts for them. Okay. So we got some more stuff to spend on. I think we need to start working on getting these overall things up. This actually seems pretty good. Because the more effective we can make our team, the better, right? Okay, so, I mean, this should be a long build-up before the actual game. Weekly strategy. They've got just a really good offense. I'm not going to focus... Oh, they had a really good deep pass. Extremely good deep pass. And Jalen Phillips, I say blitz counter. I mean, I don't know about that. I say probably running outside. Well, they have Jalen Phillips, though. Maybe it's like a run inside, but not directly towards the defensive tackle. Maybe closer to the defensive ends. Okay. Sure, we'll try to force 3 turnovers. And 5 offensive touchdowns. We're probably going to need a lot of points to beat them. This week we do Crocker and Guerrero. And okay, we start with 200 there. What a grab. I'm really excited for Crocker this season. He's been getting more open than the other guys. He has better catching ratings. And he seems to be like shiftier. I'm not sure if he actually has. I don't think he has more like a large, like a majorly more speed or anything. But like, he just seems more like effective after the catch. But that was pretty easy. I wasn't taking it very seriously at the end. Okay. Protect the rookie quarterback. Oh, it's still glitched? Okay. I don't know what's going on with this drill. But I don't, like, it's happened in the middle of this franchise, but now it's just broken. So, I'm not really sure what's going on with that. I need to change him next time. I'll probably remember, because I'll have to do him next time. But for now, we'll just move on to Rain on instead. We'll do extra aggression, because I don't remember that actually making the drill much harder.
Ready.
if I had to choose two of these guys to have superstar X factor, like actually predicting, I'd probably say is Powell because linebackers seem to have a decent chance of having the ability. I mean, I know Calhoun didn't, but that doesn't mean no one will. And then who else? Is Crocker, Groves, and Raynaud? Probably Groves. I don't really see Raynaud having superstar, and probably not Crocker either. I know it's kind of boring to just go for two higher overall guys, but Raynaud is. There's a lot of running backs, good running backs in this draft class. Maybe he's like much better, but I didn't see anything that made me think, oh yeah, this guy's just the best running back in the class. At silver with 20 to go, it should be pretty easy. Because what we need, 30,000. We have 7 times the multiple. Can I stop getting out inside runs though? I'd appreciate that. All right, that's enough. Bro hit the triple jump. What was that? Just need to remember to remove Guerrero because I'm not sure if they'll ever fix that glitch, especially since the newer game is already being advertised. They'll probably not. It probably won't be touched. Aiden Hutchinson missed. What is up with the injuries in this, especially the practice injuries recently? Well, we lose our literal best player on our team, while already missing our second best player on our team, and our third best player on our team. Well, maybe not Taylor Jenkins third, but he's top 5 in overall. So no Hutchinson today. It's like Bushrod will be in that spot, which, I mean, that makes our pass rush a lot worse. Now we come from an elite guy and then a couple players who can get it done to just a bunch of mediocrity. But I mean, I don't like doubt Bushrod. It's just like there's a big difference. But it looks like Ebikadi will be more of a premier pass rusher here as we head into week 2. Okay, here we go. Week 2.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Dolphins and the Titans, next on Madden Football.
From the capital of Tennessee and of country music for any of you fans out there, welcome to Nashville, Nissan Stadium. Thank you all for joining us here in week number 2. Alongside Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. Brock, we got a great one this week. One of the opening games lead behind.
We receive once again. Rainy day. Maybe that'll at least dampen their offense a little. We're going to need it. With our 2 best players out. Meredith's return is pretty clean up to the 29. So Groves wasn't perfect last week, but we saw some really great plays. Remember who Terrell had his breakout game against? It was Miami. First down, immediate give to the rookie Raynaud. Of course, they're going to act like they're showing the draft class when they're not really.
Look now, Brock, at their picks from this year's draft, a group that they've been more than willing to say they are very excited about bringing in.
Well, lots of folks on the media side in it. Frankly,
2nd and 8 here.
have talked about the steals in this class. Some guys who should have gone much earlier than
And firing downfield, a diving grab. That's Jaquan Jackson.
The end result there, 15 yards and a first. New set of downs for him from the 46. No run here with Tajay Spears.
Spears with the spin back inside, pushed ahead for a gain of 6. Oh, so this is the Jerome Baker Bowl.
A look at his numbers on the ground from last week here.
Second down.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Slot man motioned over. 2nd and 4.
It's a cornerback blitz. Mims takes the screen reception, and he's got a big first down.
And that'll be a Tennessee first down.
so critical, Kate, on those receiver screens to get that ball out with great precision. You don't want that receiver thinking about anything but navigating the box in front of him. That's well done.
We continue this drive in Miami territory. Hand off to Spears inside, and he's got a first. We are trying to focus on this interior offensive line, defensive line.
Certainly going according to plan, Brock. It's a new set of downs at the 27.
As Raynaud gets 3 on that one.
Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
And there are the injuries.
Some pretty
And it's not even mentioning our short-term injury, Aiden Hutchinson.
guys healthy during their early goings of this season.
And this is where focus and attitude is oh so critical. They're rallying around those guys who are hurt and trying to play winning football. So when those players start to come back, Kate, they could jump right back in and really add this depth and be a better team. And
To throw is Groves. Finds his man, that's Mims. That's his second catch of this drive. It'll be 3rd and short. And this give to Spears is also successful as we're at the 5.
old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead, get what you need.
Groves is brought down and he coughs up the ball. Recovered by Wills. He tried to get mobile in the pocket, and with the rain, it's a 3-man rush, and Skoronski ends up 1-on-1. I'm not even going to blame this on Skoronski because it's a decent defensive tackle. I'm actually going to blame this on our 2 guards who don't help double team anyone. They don't do anything here, so especially because no one's especially open. Like, y'all should be giving us time to throw.
Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock. But now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make
Here comes Spears in motion. It's another.
guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are
He scores for the first time in his career. Donald Raynaud, out of Texas, gives us the early lead.
how well designed that script was. It was
Oh, look at how much thinner the meter is with the rain. Or like the margin for error. And now Stonehouse to kick off. Let's see what this Miami defense can do in the rain.
Starting from the 5.
Return down at the 26.
6-yard line. Here come the Dolphins as they get set for their debut series. They'll be led out by a proud Samoan and one of your few fellow lefty QBs, Brock, Tua Tagovailoa.
Tua's early career, yeah, it was known for injuries. Maybe not being as durable and as available as you want in a top 10 pick.
Alright, I'm a little bit worried they dropped nearly 50, and it wasn't a weak opponent either. It was the Eagles, including 22 points in the fourth quarter. They handed off the H-hand on first down, but there's Abakady. No Hutchinson today, but I still have trust in this line no matter what. And it'll be H-hand again, but this time a wide open lane opens up. Well, that wasn't pleasant. What was that? By it's like they made Jones leave just so they could get him open, because there's no reason for Ernest Jones to leave the tight end here. Look at this, like he just never even looks at him. He just keeps running and just. Yeah, I don't get why the game has this happen, because he could easily settle down right here. But he runs to the guys who are both already guarded. So, okay. Tua to throw. Has all day, and he will run. Starting to feel the absence of Hutchinson already, as this offense is already showing us what they did to the Eagles last week. And it's caught by Waddle, who beat Snead for the first. As both offenses pretty effective in their first drives. And that's a nice play by Tapp in the backfield, a loss of 5. I think he... I know it was kind of random. Of course, we're going to jump, giving them 5 yards. Why is B.J. Thompson on the field? And why am I at the lower offsides? It's not really because it's happening. It's because it's happening 5 times the amount false starts are happening. But as I was saying, I think Tapp really has earned, as once again we give Tua all day to throw, and he chooses to run again. I think he did deserve it, because first of all, he had Superstar and lost it unfairly. And then he had a pretty good sophomore season. I don't know if you'd say Superstar worthy, but I don't think you can really argue with it. As Tua is caught by the blitz and sacked. Jerome Baker finally closes this annoying drive that the Dolphins were going with, as they'll kick a 46-yarder to end the first quarter. Or they won't kick it, or they will. And of course the kick is good, despite the weather. We end the first quarter up 7-3.
And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. More from Nissan Stadium coming up after the break. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Jackson now to return it.
And nice return by Jackson up to the 32.
Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. The Titans and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And so far they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10.
First and 10 at the 32.
This entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
Firing it to Burks on yet another screen. We've been calling a few of those. It led to a Raynaud touchdown. It could be Raynaud, but probably not. Of course, I can't be sure, but
Especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Spears runs right up the gut and gets 4. 3rd and 2. So there, you know what would be a really powerful move right here? Seeing that they have all these guys in the box and say we're going to run the ball anyway. And Spears will be just short. Blake Cashman. I think one thing we are missing on this new running group, as I don't even know if we got it. They say we don't. That's honestly pretty embarrassing. 2 plays on second and short. And this time, like, I think the problem here is we have an open hole here, but there's no way to get to that. And then Skoronski's just really slow on the pull or whatever he's doing here. So we bounce off of him and then run right into Holland. As I was saying, though, I don't even know what I was saying. That's a really bad play by Skoronski. But I mean, that should be converted. Dolphins already proving to be tough opponents. And he fires downfield. One-handed grab, wide open, Jalen Waddle. Oh, why am I calling cover 2 invert? I mean, I kind of deserve that because I already know it's terrible against every play in this game. It seems like it should be good, but just McCreary's just. I mean, I don't know, man. Well, that was a great couple of plays. That's how you immediately lose a lead. Well, can we not get cooked this time? I mean, it kind of was embarrassing making our game plan run inside and then running inside twice and getting no yards both times. Here comes Groves, who tries to run. He coughs on the ball for the second time. Recovered by Miami, and they're going to score. What is Greg Groves doing? How do you fumble 2 times in the... Oh, God. 2 fumbles for Groves. Now our offense has collapsed. Whoa. We are not playing well. The rain hasn't seemed to affect the Dolphins, but it's definitely hurting us. Sacked again, fumble again, recovered by the Dolphins again. 3 fumbles. I don't even know what to say. Wide open running back is H-Hand. Okay. 3 fumbles by Groves in the first half. What is his carrying rating? Because there's no way. Even in the rain, I've never seen a quarterback fumble 3 times on 3 quarterback hits. 60? That's not even bad for a quarterback. It's just that he's fumbling for some reason. Or if it is bad for a quarterback, then all of our quarterbacks are just atrocious at carrying. I'm not really sure what's happened. I mean, thing is, I said I wanted to at least go 1-1 without Quincy Russell. Seems like the game really took that to heart. I mean, I still would have preferred to beat the Dolphins, though. We're trying to stop them from scoring here because 17-point lead won't be very nice. And H-Hand pushed in. Looks like he trucked either Sweat or Bushrod, and then Calhoun pushed him in. So he runs right through Sweat, and then, yeah, Sweat is just... Why do I keep keeping him? I keep saying I'm going to let go of him, and then I keep him, and then he sucks.
The arrow good on the extra point. And the Dolphins take a 3-possession lead.
Well, that's like 17 points in 2 minutes.
Team out as they kick it away.
And I was talking about how their offense put up 22 in a quarter, and now they're putting up 21 in this quarter. And this time it isn't even because of, like, insanely good offense. They have a fumble 6, a fumble that put them in our and 2 fumbles that put, well, no, they have the 4th down stop that put them in our territory. The other 4th down that did the same thing, and then the fumble 6. So, like, we're literally giving them the game.
Earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target. Hit
And we are not finding anyone open, and we are not giving Groves time.
Time rolling right. And he wisely avoids
And because he's not holding on to the football anyway.
good enough for a first.
I don't even know, like, what to do right now. Because I don't really feel like we're playing terribly. It's just that Groves has decided that he doesn't really want to win today.
To the 49.
Which, I guess he's a rookie, but I don't really care.
And it looks like he's worse for wear after handling that last kick.
And there goes Spears.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Here he goes on the move.
Play action.
Bails out of the pocket quick.
Gotta throw it away.
So he just got rid of that one and brings up 3rd down.
First down.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there. He's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Back-to-back carries.
McLaughlin, nice carry. Big first down.
On the play. And that'll be a Tennessee 1st down.
And we got that one to McLaughlin. Nice catch. The double move fried him.
Drive picks up here, 1st and 10.
And here comes McLaughlin again for a gain of 4.
A gain of 4.
See what happens when we don't turn the ball over, guys.
Keep the offense on
I
schedule.
guess I shouldn't speak too soon, though.
Type of yards per carry. This guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Firing. Got Jackson. It'll be 3rd and short.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at Nashville. The Titans at a deficit.
Here comes McLaughlin up the gut. His first touchdown of the season.
Tennessee.
We're still trying.
The Titans chop some of the lead off before the half.
Do we not do this?
Going after try his goodbye once. And the Titans cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. He fields it from the 8. Finds some space, he's past the 30. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. The Dolphins and running back Devon Achane getting back to work.
Alright, let's see what they can do when they're not starting in our territory.
Imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch the breath and turn some of the momentum
It just seems like a lot of our players are downfield on that play. I get that we have them, like, set up, but they're not really like, oh, this guy's running underneath and I have no one to guard. I should probably guard this guy. But no, they just... Nice play there by Hooker. And what is he doing? Sir, just get up. Just get Hooker, just get up. And he's sacked! I cannot believe B.J. Thompson just did that. 3rd and 18. They call a timeout, so they seem pretty confident they're going to convert. Let's not give them time to throw, but also make sure that they indeed do not score. I mean, convert. Oh, it's actually a handoff. Nice play by Jones. We call our first time out of the half. I don't know why I just started off with a spin, but going short for Jackson. 11-second runoff for a 4-yard play. I saw them get a 7-yard play and get a 4-second runoff. And of course we're immediately pressured. What is happening, man? We do not want to win today. How are 2 people already on us? JC Latham and the new guy. Especially disappointed with Latham. I don't know how that happens to you. Well, it seems like our best bet is to probably make them call a timeout. That wasn't even a single alligator. Pretty deep punt. And that's a nice play by Jones on the tackle. They don't seem to... Oh, never mind. They will use the timeout. So no timeouts. They're going to need something near the sideline. We're still in this. It's just, man, the first half was pretty terrible. Who knows? Maybe we do something crazy here. And at the very worst, it's an extra snap for our rookies. And to be honest, it's a pretty decent return. Can I... Just throwing a bomb to Mims. Not going to happen. We're heading to halftime down 10. I really don't have much to say about this half.
Okay, Kate, back to you and Brock in just a moment. But after a wild first weekend in the NFL, time to see if things will settle down as we take a quick look at what's happening here in Week 2.
We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis. And just a field goal separating these two sides as they've gone to halftime. Bryce Young with a touchdown pass. From there, we head east to check on the Bills at home in Buffalo. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. Josh Allen with 3 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check in on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Jeff Hireman, a touchdown reception. It was Devon Achane who's had the strong first half. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football. And you'd have to think, the team whose defense shows up in the second half is going to be the one who walks out of here with victory.
Let's just try to throw a medium, but we're going to need time to throw, guys. And I guess, I don't even know. Halftime, stats time. Ghost is having a good day. If he didn't have 3 fumbles, I wouldn't have an issue. I would not. I would not care. Spears was doing well before he was hurt. McLaughlin carried that too. No one's really doing anything crazy on the receiving game. Sack allowed by Skoronski, a pretty bad one. Sack for Baker and B.J. Thompson. No picks, no deflections. And Miami gets the ball back. And two was immediately smothered and sacked by Ernest Jones. That's what you love to see. And Calhoun celebrating too. He has not done anything today. Tua, there's no way you're trying to get a roughing the passer, bro. Come on. Lock in. Motion man. That's Hill. Tua through the air again. He wants to run, and that's a nice tackle by Evan Katie. 3rd and 14. Seems like a screen, but it's jumped! B.J. Thompson, pick 6! I'm never doubting you again.
This quarterback is never going to take that short pass for granted. Again, that is usually one you do in your sleep.
B.J. Thompson had to realize what was happening. Thick pick 6, and he's not even really that big, but still. Just a screen. You can see Thompson immediately realizes, oh, I'm picking this off. And then just puts his hands up, hesitates, like, oh, hold on, let me run. And all of a sudden, it's a one-score game. And that's a 3-point game. So 2 defensive touchdowns in the rainy weather today. And the return is at the 25. All right, Tua got to be a little more cautious now about his little cute dump-offs. But he's going to run and be hit. I think that's Bushrod and Baker. Tua starting to lose his footing a little bit. But they still have an elite offense. And they get it out to the receiver, and he'll be just short. 3rd and inches. And just wide open man on the drag. See, I mean, they've went right back to going to short routes. They don't really care if we threaten them with that one pick six. They seem pretty content with just dunking it down over and over and over. And they call the same play. What kind of... Dude, their coach is insane. Once again, it doesn't work. And here comes Achan. Nice carry on 2nd and long. We can already tell what's about to happen. It's 3rd and short. They're going to run some drags and out routes. And it's probably going to work. But let's see if we can change that script. They actually hand it off. And Achan gets airborne, but is short. Snead with the clean tackle. Miami will punt. The punt is away. Just let that be a touchback. Spears only gets a single yard on that one. Looks like our run game hasn't really continued from the success we had in the first quarter. But we give it to Spears again, who will get a better carry that time, 3rd and 4. There's Raynaud. We get it out to him on the screen, and he's got enough for a 1st down. I like how he's been in so far. He's not getting forced the ball at all, but he's consistently been worth it whenever we do get it to him. Firing. Crocker can't bring it in. I think it might be his first target all day, and it's a drop.
Even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those
And then no gain for Raynaud.
another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that
3rd and 10.
couldn't do it.
The Dolphins with an extra DB out there.
That's another 3rd down we got to deal with. Grove steps up. He'll decide to run and fight for the 1st. He hangs on to the football this time. You know what I said while running in my head? I was like, you know what? If he coughs up the ball, he coughs up the ball. I'm giving my quarterback a chance because I would rather not slide and have to go for it on 4th down.
To inspire the guys around him, calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense.
Play action. And it's fired short. Check down for Spears, gets 7.
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Following that completion, remember the O-line.
Who's hurt now? Skoronsky? Frere will come in for him.
2nd and 3 now.
I would appreciate some games where we don't have everyone getting beat up. What are you doing, Frere? This man's first play in the game, and he allows an immediate tackle for loss on the pull. You have one job, and he just misses. Just goes way too vertical. And now it's another 3rd down after the really solid 2nd down came. Firing the Crocker is picked off. Linebacker jumps the route. And that's really bad. Ruins all of our momentum. You know, we didn't even have momentum. Like, we were struggling that entire drive. And the linebacker running across the field to jump the route doesn't really help. Outside give. Heel is going to score. Okay. The amount of 1 or 2 play drives that they've had score, including their defensive touchdowns, is just honestly sad.
Point after from Pinheiro is up and good. And the Dolphins make it a 10-point ball game.
So that is Groves' 4th turnover of the game. Oh, no, 3rd. If you're going to try to blame me for the pick, which I can see why, because even though he did look wide open, I guess I'm supposed to predict when players are going to jump a route from the other side of the field. You can't really blame me for him fumbling 3 times on 3 quarterback hits. I don't really know what you want me to do about that. Just stop rolling out of the pocket? Just take the sacks? I mean, he fumbled on the sacks anyway. It wouldn't change anything. I'm already expecting a loss here. It's going to be really hard to win. Because we're playing like trash. Fourth quarter down by 10. Firing the Crocker with anticipation and locked up. I mean, you kind of just got to punt. It's man coverage. That's what you want. But just an insane coverage. And can't find Hill. And Baker hits him anyway because he's salty, because he knows how this game is going to go. And firing downfield, one-handed pick by Snead. And immediately letting him know about it. What a play. Looks like we were beat downfield again, but I guess not. Because this is insane. Can we not do this? Look at this. He could have used 2 hands. He decided to use 1.
In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
And I already saw him beat us, so. I mean, dude, look at this immediately. Just absolutely murdering the double team. What is our offensive line doing? I know there's an injury, but Latham's there too. He got cooked too. Really bad game from J.C. Latham today. And also Skronsky's back anyway, so. Nice play by Raynaud. Big first down on the screen.
so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Hey, look, in the right situation, you catch a team off guard, well, this could be a tremendous play for some big yards. But in the wrong situation, you get hit in the mouth right behind the line of scrimmage.
Mims with the grab. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to try to hit inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Now the shotgun give to Spears. And he's got a nice gain down inside the 10-yard line. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Dropping back to throw. He's on the move. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Tennessee! The Titans pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. They can tack on one more now, bring things back to within a field goal. And he connects. Set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Dolphins offense ready to go as they take the field. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Start the drive with a chin. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. They'll stick with A. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. 6 yards to pick up there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4. Man in motion headed right. Going on 3rd, tight end. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. Hunting with it out now. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. He sends this away, definitely his best kick of the game thus far. He has it at the 22. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30. This one returned for 11 yards. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Clearing it out to start this drive. On the move. He'll check this one down, complete to the fullback. And this one doesn't go far.
That's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That'll be
By Burks, who's got it? 1st down, Tennessee.
He'll get 6 on that play. And that'll be a Tennessee 1st down.
Firing Crocker's first reception. If we win this will be like my most proud I've ever been of a team. Because, like, we should not win this game. But look at this carry by Ty Spears. Look at the blocking. And he's hurt again. He's probably not coming back either. Groves sacked. Losing all momentum again because our offensive line is not blocking. Once again, it's the same two. It's Landry and it's Latham. Immediately getting beat. Of course, Groves isn't quick. He's not going to make a play like that when he's immediately pressured. Really struggling right now with those two. Raynaud tries to get yards. Not going to happen. Spears out for the rest of the game. Last play before the 2-minute warning. Out Crocker, he doesn't bring it in. We've got to try a 55-yarder in the rain. Oh no. Wait, what is Lutz's power? Because he could have regressed. Because if it's lower too much, we're not going to be able to kick this. If it's like a 93, maybe I don't really know how much it could have lowered, but it could have regressed. It's still a 90. I know we can hit the kick. We've got to go for it. I know I can hit this. From 55, Will Lutz really needs this one. Even the wind is against us. I knew we could hit it. Did not hit it. That's really bad. Because now even a couple first downs will end this. The run is smothered by Bushrod. That's huge. All right. 2nd and 12. Can we continue? Outside carry this time. Achan can only get a yard. 3rd and 11. And now we really, really need a stop. Tua's going to run. Tua's going to be short. They might go for this. They're not. They're going to punt. Because they think they can pin us deep. I would probably go for this. Oh, shanked it. Out at the 26. Well, we're going to need something, guys. Groves, show us what you got. What the heck? Did I accidentally change it to an out route? I probably did because of the stick drift. Just fire it, man. Can we block? Please? Okay, please stop. Was it Landry again? He's got to go. He's got to go. Who's the best pass blocker out of the rest of our players? Because whoever it is replacing him. Because, oh my God. $68, $70, $62. I guess Chester Favorite, who plays tackle normally, but whatever. He's moving in the guard. It's weird to be making a change so late, but we're hit again. Is that Latham? What is going on? Just the worst offensive performance. Oh, he doesn't even touch him again. 3rd and 10. And we're immediately... Okay, is the game just cheating? Why does that keep happening? Yeah, we're pretty much cooked. 4th and 10. That's how we lose. Offensive line allows 3 QB hits back to back. To back.
They'll take the knee, let this clock run out.
I mean, okay.
There's still some time to bleed off the
This game was not really fun, to be honest. I'm not really sure what I was supposed to do in that last drive because I got hit 3 times in 3 plays. In the 4th play, I just immediately threw a jump ball because it wasn't what I was supposed to do. I felt like every time I called a snap, I was going to get murdered as soon as the snap got to my hands. I'm not watching the end of the game. That was stupid. Groves tried in the second half. No one else really. I mean, I don't know. It was just a really stupid game. 3 sacks allowed, like probably 10 QB hits today. Let's be honest. There was an insane amount. Nope, you get Russell back, but that's not going to really help us getting hit every time. Also, Spears couldn't stay healthy today for some reason. I'm not really sure why. He hasn't usually been injury prone, but just today. And we continue to lose against the Dolphins. We've lost to them 3 times in a row now. So, we lose. Is that the star? I mean, I don't really care about the star running back. I'm going to be honest, I only signed him because he's a star and he'd probably never play, but I actually don't know if. Yeah, I guess CPUs do sign practice squad players based off depth trait because he's not my highest overall. Wait, I remember Joey Kilgore. I think. That's kind of surprising that he's here. Wait, the first brother, the brother of, I can't remember the other first name, but I mean, he actually doesn't look bad. I've seen worse for 59 overalls. Well, he's on the practice squad now. Gotta keep the first storyline going. I'm really ready to end this stream, to be honest. Really, really ready. Like now. Goodbye.